our final. So we have the Begleys challenging the longest champions that we had on the series, the Chiappinos. And what nobody knows at home is the magnificent, fabulous, wonderful prize that these great two teams will be competing for. Ladies and gentlemen, our magnificent Box Clever trophy. It is the best ever. That is for the winners, and the runners-up get 2 of them. So let's bring on the Chiappinos to play the final of Box Clever. So we've been doing a little bit of researching about the Begleys, Emma, Michael and Tony. So Michael, give us a little rundown on what's been going on in these photos we're going to have a look at.
Emma's a studious person most of the time anyway, and you can see her working hard here in the laboratory at Chelmsford High School. She also has quite a motley crowd of friends who've actually come along to the programme and given us a lot of good cheer. Emma's very interested in music. She plays 3 instruments, flute, piano, and also she's just started learning the viola.
This is my cousin Michael. We can see him hard at work here. He works as a corporate planner. He would like to play for the Braintree Scorpions, his local American football team. And we can see him here doing some press-ups in the bathroom, I believe.
And Emma, are you going to give us the rundown on Uncle Tony?
I can stop laughing. Well, here we see him at his job in Lewisham as a systems analyst. And there he is in one of his lighter moments with all his skiing equipment. And this is his garden. Now, he has a little difficulty with the slugs around the garden who seem to love attacking the rhubarb.
Well done, anyway. Let's just have a quick chat with the Chiappinos, and we'll go straight over to Father.
Let's have a look who's coming up here first. Here's Mark, who's studying his A-levels. Oh, yes, no, he's taken a moment out for a very light snack. He doesn't have a lot of time for eating. Perfect, eyes shut, can't see what's coming. His ambition is to play for Juventus.
And are we going to see the other lad?
Oh, yes, this is him. It's the most awake I've ever seen him, actually. Studying for English and American history at Anglia University. His first breakfast, it's typically Italian pasta. We go in for that all the time, and it explains, to a certain degree, the shapes of most of us. Takes after me for this, and when you see the hairstyle. A lot of attention to the hair. Britain's answer to Rambo. That about sums him up, I think.
Mark, you've got a chance of getting your own back on your father.
I'll have a go. Well, as you can see, typical Italian gesturing there in the front of the front of his management studies class at Farnborough Tech. Now, more of typical Italianness there, cooking the pasta, still smiling. I see he's got a bottle of wine open there. As we see the results of his hard labours there. And I think he's probably enjoying a well-earned break there. It looks like it.
Well, I think that about sums it up. No comment needed here.
Well, I think that it's only fair if we toss up to see which team goes first. And with Emma being the only girl on the finals, I think that she's got the right to call. Emma?
Yes.
Heads it is, darling. But before you decide, let's have a quick look at the board for the final of Box Clever. Have you chose if you're going to go first or second?
We're going to go first, Emlyn.
So if you're going first, you've got 5 subjects there. Choose one, please.
Artists, please.
Well, you have to tell me with which art movement would you associate the following artists?
Let me wish the Begleys and let me wish the Chiappinos the very, very best of luck. I hope it's a cracking final and I hope the best team wins. You've got 30 seconds and your time starts now.
Cézanne.
Impressionist.
Correct. Andy Warhol.
Pop.
Correct. Rousseau.
Naturalist.
Can you be more specific?
Naturalistic.
No, I can't give you. It's primitive, really. I won't give you that.
Fine.
Salvador Dali.
Surrealist.
Correct. Franz Marc.
Pass.
Expressionism. Marcel Duchamp.
Surrealist.
Yes. Degas.
Stop.
That was Impressionism.
Chiappinos?
Directions.
Directions.
So this is directions between two places in Great Britain, and you have to give me the direction north, south, east or west that you would travel to get from the first to the second.
30 seconds, your time starts now.
Brighton to Chichester.
West.
Correct. Corby to Birmingham.
South.
No, it's west. Lincoln to Scunthorpe.
North.
Correct. Wolverhampton to Gloucester.
West.
No, that's south. Worcester to Bedford.
East.
Correct. Coleraine to Armagh.
North.
No, it's south. Humber Bridge to Goole.
West.
North.
Which do you want?
North.
No, it's west. Birkenhead to Wrexham.
Stop.
That's south.
The first time in the whole of the series you've had a bit of a stutter, lads. The very, very first time, and it happens to be in the final. So it leaves the Begleys with a chance of pinching that group.
Spelling, please.
These are words that are commonly misspelt. I'm going to ask you how many of a particular letter the word contains.
You've got 30 seconds, your time starts now.
How many A's in pediatrics?
2.
Correct. How many R's in terrestrial?
2.
No, it's 3. How many I's in authenticity?
1.
No, it's 2. How many A's in asparagus?
2.
No, it's 3. How many A's in emaciate?
2.
Correct. How many I's in assimilation?
2.
No, it's 3. How many I's in requisition? No, it's 3.
2.
Well, the Begleys couldn't quite finish that group off there, so you need to pinch that and possibly go in the middle there. So choose a subject, there's 2 left.
Sieges, please.
This is a round about famous historical sieges. You have to tell me which army was laying siege to the following places.
You've got 30 seconds and your time starts now.
The Alamo in 1836.
Mexicans.
Correct. Mafeking in 1890.
Bulls.
Correct. Tobruk in 1941.
The Germans.
Correct.
Stop.
You didn't really need to stop there. You could have come down the bottom here and pinched a 2. It leaves the Begleys with 1 subject left.
Well, it's decimalisation. I'm going to give you a price in pounds, shillings and pence. And you have to give me the decimal equivalent, and it includes half new pence.
You've got 30 seconds. Your time starts now.
3 shillings.
15p.
Correct. 14 and 6.
75.
No, it's 72 and a half. 4 and 11.
25.
No, it's 24 and a half. 29 and 6.
Stop.
Stop it.
Well, that was £1.47 and a half.
Never mind, you've left a little group up top there, and I would say that our champions would be looking to pinch that and possibly come down for the 6 there, but it's entirely up to you. The good news is it's 45 second rounds and there's 5 new subjects.
1 before.
This is a set of questions about the person, place or event that came immediately before the one I give you.
You've got 45 seconds and your time starts now.
Who was the TUC General Secretary before Len Murray?
Pass.
It was Vic Feather. Who was World Heavyweight Boxing Champion before Cassius Clay?
Joe Frazier.
No, it was Sonny Liston. Who was the President of France before François Mitterrand?
Giscard d'Estaing.
Correct. Who was the British monarch before George VI?
Pass.
It was Edward VIII. Who was President of Pakistan before General Zia?
Bhutto.
Correct. What was Dick Francis's occupation before he
Jockey.
became...
Jockey.
Correct. Who was British Prime Minister before Edward Heath?
Harold Wilson.
Correct. Who was Chancellor of the Exchequer before Nigel Lawson?
Geoffrey Howe.
Correct. Who was Archbishop of Canterbury before Donald Coggan?
Ramsey.
Correct.
Stop.
Well done. A little bit of pressure just creeping in there, but got great 6. Got a very, very, very important box there. So it's now up to the Begley family.
Colours, please.
So the answer to each of these questions is a colour.
Easy enough to understand. You've got 45 seconds. Your time starts now.
What colour is Noddy's hat?
Blue.
Correct. For one box each, which two colours in the rainbow are on either side of indigo?
Blue.
Correct.
Violet.
Correct. What colour shirts did Hitler's supporters wear?
Black.
What do you want?
Brown.
Black.
Which do you want?
Black.
No, it's brown. Who wrote The Black Tulip?
Pass.
It's Alexander Dumas. What colour flower does a laburnum tree have?
Yellow.
Correct. Which horse race is known as the Blue Riband of the Turf?
Derby.
Correct. What colour legs does the bird the chough have?
Red.
Correct. In snooker, what colour is worth 6 points?
Pink.
Correct. What colour lagoon did H. de Vere Stackpoole write about?
Blue.
Correct.
Stop.
Well, just did very, very well. You got a group of 6 and you managed to complete the box that you'd left open there.
How many, please?
The answer to each of these questions is a number.
You've got 45 seconds. Your time starts now.
How many nickels in a dime?
2.
Correct. How many countries are full members of Comic-Con?
8.
No, it's 10. How many miles per hour is top speed on a motorway?
70.
Correct. How many games in a rubber of contract bridge?
Pass.
No, it's 3. How many steps are there in the John Buchan novel?
39.
Correct. How many teeth does a fully grown adult have?
32.
Correct. According to Lord Tennyson, how many rode in the Valley of Death?
600.
Correct. How many legs does a spider have?
8.
Correct. How many players in a netball team?
Pass.
It's 7. How many yards does a single countdown marker on a motorway represent?
100.
Correct.
Stop.
Looking at the board here, Chiapinos have the bottom taped off all down here. Our Begley family from Braintree in Essex. 2 subjects left.
Yeah, classical music, please.
So in this round, you're going to hear part of a well-known classical composition. You have to give me the name of the composer.
45 seconds. The time starts now.
Handel.
Which do you want?
Handel.
Correct.
Sibelius.
No, it's Dvorak.
Beethoven.
Correct.
Mozart.
No, it's Schubert.
Strauss.
Which one?
Johann.
Correct.
Purcell.
No, it's Vaughan Williams.
Tchaikovsky.
No, it's Debussy.
Well, unlucky, unlucky. You've left a group open of 4 there. They need to pinch that one there. And it looks like curtains for you. Okay, you know what you've got to do? You've got 45 seconds left. There is 1 subject, Sue.
So it's pop intros. In this round, you're going to hear the first few bars of some pop music. You have to tell me the name of the singer or group.
Your time starts now.
Pass.
That's Bananarama.
3 Little Waves.
Correct.
Stop. Box Clever.
Well, Box Clever has been claimed. I would imagine that they have checked up and it is correct, but we'll just have to check with our computer first. Is it really Box Clever?
Yes, the yellow team is boxed in by the red team.
Well, the Chiapinos are our Box Clever champions of this series. Sadly, Emma, runners-up. Never mind, you've got to have runners-up to have winners, darling, and it's nice to start and try and get up there, but you did fabulous. You were a great, great threesome. Honestly, you were terrific. Thanks for coming along, and thanks for being our Box Clever runners-up.
Thank you.
And now, the whole of the country has been waiting with bated breath for this moment, the presentation of our magnificent, fabulous Box Clever Award to our champions, the Chiapinos. Not only have they won £770 worth of book and record tokens and the magnificent Box Clever trophy, we're going to give you a further £500 worth of book and record tokens. Congratulations. Thanks for being great champions. Sue.
Yes, you've done very well indeed. And here is this magnificent trophy. Well done.
Thanks very much.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
Thanks. Thank you, Sue.
Thank you.
Well done. So, thanks very much. It's been a fabulous, fabulous series. So on behalf of Dr. Sue Kingsman, myself, thanks for looking in. See you next series, Box Clever.
Hello, good afternoon.